The Ministry of External Affairs on Thursday strongly criticized Punjab CM Bhagwant Mann for mocking PM Modi's recent foreign visits. Mann had ridiculed PM Modi's five-nation tour, using made-up country names and calling the trips irrelevant. The MEA called his remarks irresponsible and regrettable, stating such comments hurts India's ties with friendly nations. The government firmly distanced itself from Mann's statement, stressing diplomatic relations must be respected. Comedian Kapil Sharma's Caps Cafe in Canada was attacked with gunfire around 1:50 am on July 10. Nearly 12 bullets were fired at the cafe while staff members were inside, but thankfully no one was injured. The attack caused property damage. Khalistani terrorist Harjeet Singh Ladi, wanted by India's NIA and linked to the band Babbar Khalsa International, claimed responsibility. Canada police have confirmed the incident and started an investigation. The cafe's owner Kapil Sharma issued a strong statement on social media, condemning the violence and promised not to give up. CBI has brought back drug smuggler Mustafa Khubbawala from Dubai with the help of Interpol. He is accused of running a synthetic drug factory in Sangli, where 126 kg of methadone was seized. Mumbai police requested this action. A charge sheet has already been filed against him in court. He was hiding in Dubai. The Maharashtra Legislative Assembly has passed the Maharashtra Public Security Bill 2024 to counter rising Maoist and radical left-wing activities. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis said that the bill targets those promoting violence and guerrilla warfare. The three-member panel will review cases before prosecution. Despite opposition from CPI-M, the bill was passed with a majority. With the start of the Holy Savant month today, the Kanwar Yatra has officially begun. Over 1.4 crore pilgrims are expected to arrive in Haridwar. Delhi, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand have made tight security arrangements. CCTV and drones were monitoring the routes. Meat shops along with the Kanwar routes are closed. The Yatra will continue till August 9. US President Donald Trump announced a 35% tariffs on Canadian imports from August 1, citing Canadian retaliation and trade barriers. He also revealed plans for 15 to 20% blanket tariffs on most other trade partners, escalating global trade tension ahead of the August deadline. Canadian PM Mark Carney called the move unfair and pledged to defend Canada's economy. He assured support from Canadian workers and highlighted ongoing efforts against fentanyl. PM Carney also emphasized stronger global trade ties and national project to boost Canada's economy amid growing US tensions. Brazilian President Lula da Silva warned that Brazil will hit back equal tariffs after US President Donald Trump imposed a 50% tariffs on Brazilian goods. Lula said they will first try a negotiation but will apply Brazil's new reciprocal law if talks fail. He also plans to involve the WTO and hold an emergency meeting to decide the next step against Trump's aggressive trade strategy. Mohammad Javad Larijani, an ex-advisor of Iran's supreme leader, has made a threatening remark suggesting Donald Trump could be targeted by drone while sunbathing at Mar-a-Lago. This comes days after US bombing hit Iran's nuclear sites. In an interview with Fox News, Trump dismissed the threat with a laugh. As per reports, talks between the US and Iran begin this week in Norway, but Trump has warned a fresh strike if Iran continues uranium enrichment. In a shocking incident in Pakistan's Balochistan province, 9 passengers were kidnapped from multiple buses on Thursday evening and later killed by armed men. Their bullet-riddled bodies were found in a nearby mountains overnight. No group has claimed responsibility yet, but officials suspect Baloch militants. The stranded British F-35B fighter jet struck at Thiruvananthapuram airport since June 14 due to hydraulic failure. Is expected to fly back to the UK next week. The team of British engineers is repairing it inside the hangar. The jet had made an emergency landing during naval drills. The jet's long stay created buzz and memes across Kerala and beyond. Tesla is set to open its first India showroom on July 15 in Mumbai's Bandra Kurla complex, marking its official entry into the Indian market. According to Bloomberg, 5 Tesla Model Y cars have already arrived in Mumbai from Shanghai. Despite the launch, Union Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy confirmed Tesla is not planning manufacturing in India and is only focusing on showrooms for now. In a tragic incident on July 10, national-level tennis player Radhika Yadav, aged 25, was shot dead by her father, Deepak Yadav, at their home in Gurgaon Sector 57. The shooting happened around 10:30 am while Radhika was in the kitchen preparing food for her mother's birthday. Deepak fired 3 bullets using his licensed .32-bore revolver. He later confessed to the police, saying he was disturbed by villagers mocking him for depending on his daughter's earning and criticizing her online presence. Radhika had earlier quit tennis due to injury and was running to tennis academy. A murder case is filed.